to get the juices flowing. And when you have number 1 versus number 2, it'll send a shiver up your spine. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, Nathan Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
I caught up with the Oregon head coach before the game. He understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters. But he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Thanks.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. They're going to try an onside kick on the opening kickoff. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. On the run, it's Davison. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3. Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Stands in and takes the hit. Goes high to pull it in. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Say it. Fires to the wideout. Way off target there.
And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job by the defense. And what did they do? They doubled him. Palmer, you got a #1 receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed. How do you take it away? How do you send those double teams? What kind of coverages do you mix up? But a lot of attention early on that young man.
Yeah, and I think for the quarterback, David, that's one you just got to give that one to the defense and say, good call. You doubled my best receiver. I got to go somewhere else with the football. And you're going to get opportunities to throw this guy the ball. He's one of the best in the entire country. You just got to be a little bit more selective and find those one-on-one matchups.
Wide receiver going in motion. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Say it. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, the defense got really lucky there. I don't know if there was a coverage bust or what. There is no way that receiver should have been that wide open. Lucky for the defense, though, he puts it on the ground.
Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Turns up, it's Stewart. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. And the Ducks are in the hurry-up.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, With his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
The Ducks signal for their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Out wide right, it's Moore. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. They'll send the back in motion.
That's a bang-bang type play. RPO in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back, and they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Julian with the play fake. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Lets it fly. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. At the 30. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you didn't...
He caught it. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a 1st down. The Ducks in the hurry-up. Defense in press coverage. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Ducks! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Changing the routes with his receivers. From the gun on 3rd down, Sayin fires left. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on third down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Forget the punt. He's going to throw it. Move to his right. Oh, it's a fumble.
Returners only get so many chances in a game, and you really want to maximize. You want to take it to the house. You want to make those big plays. But a lot of time you forget about that small detail of securing the football. He gave it up, but thank goodness he didn't turn it over.
Moore just got rid of that one.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Long way to go on second down. Moore will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Good coverage to knock that pass away.
And you are rolling the dice every time you throw this guy's way. He is one of the best corners in the entire country. Everybody has their eye on him every single game. He does a great job breaking on that ball and forcing the incompletion.
Moore from the gun on third down. Rolling, throwing, looking right. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be fourth down.
Well, this defense has been outstanding in coverage early in this game. We're just in the first quarter. Of course, they already have an interception. They should have had their second right there.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game. It's still a 14-point lead, guys. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Here's Julian saying to throw. Left side is Roberts. At the 35, he's open. Speeding down the left side. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it down first and goal.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Sayin on the play action. Still looking to his right. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeye!
And you talk about wasting no time. That's what this offense just did. First play.
Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the 2-point conversion. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Moore. They'll run the screen. There he goes. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
You know they'd love to convert this third down after missing a field goal on the last drive. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
Here's more to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Moore to the air. Back's got it on the screen. And he gets it right on the cusp. Maybe a few pebbles short of a first down in that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be fourth down. Needs it. He's not going to get there. The defense. Penetration and stopping him behind the line.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Elman's not even close.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Throw it, say it. Caught. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
This receiver is such a weapon. He has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield?
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Finds his big tight end. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Big fella showing some ability. Got away from one tackle. Defense lucky they had a few more there to help.
Yeah, he's not a big stiff. He's not a blocking tight end. This guy can do some work out in the open field as well, and he showed you his athleticism.
Wants to throw again. Setting up the screen. He's inside the 15. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, it's Jackson. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll move the tight end. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. He'll take it himself. He is stopped short of the goal line. Denied on that 2-point conversion attempt, and this game is still tied. From deep, it's Hill. And he loses the ball deep in his own end.
Well, he decided not to fair catch that one and take it out, and he probably wishes he had done the opposite because he got blasted, the ball came out, and the coverage team was able to recover it down inside the 20-yard line of their opponent. That is a massive play.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! Great job by the back on the option. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Deep in the end zone, it's Hill. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Throwing more. Grab. Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Hit and stop right there. Not much on that pickup. Short completion on 1st down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
3rd and long coming up. Quarterback keeper. Knocks him down a couple of yards short of the marker. And how about this free safety showing those tackling skills and forcing a 4th down?
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Trying to get the corner. Now the pitch. Gets away from one, finds room. Might have a chance. He's at the 50. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
And what a great decision by the quarterback. Like, it's such a timing and art when you run this option. Like, you want to get those guys to collapse on you like he does and get that pitch man open.
Caught. And the Ducks want to crank the tempo. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Ducks! Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the 2nd. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he's not going to take the touchback. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The run inside. It's Jackson. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Here's Sayin to throw. He tries to take the top off. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
2nd and long here. They want to run this quarterback. And he's brought down after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Say it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Ball's in the deep ball. Turning on the Jets. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeye.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
He'll bring it out. It's Hill. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Dante Moore. Look out. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Touchdown, Ohio State. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And man, how awesome is that for the big fella? And he wasn't going to just fall on that loose fumble. He decided to scoop it and score, and David shows off the athleticism.
I mean, we were born to do more. We just grew out of the running back body, but we were really all running backs at heart. It's just hard when you got to go that far because you're running out of oxygen. You could tell the gas tank was low, but the big fella getting the touchdown.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Moore will throw. Unloads to the right. Finds his man. It's Hill. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. The Ducks will hustle to the line. Moore. Out wide left, it's Hooks. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They're all over it. They've got him. Great pressure on this defense. Now Oregon will call it second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quick give. It's Hill. Turning it on. Inside the 50. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Going to the run. It's Hill. Got enough space. Touchdown, Ducks. And they take it in for 6 more points. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he tacks on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll try it over the left side. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Say it. Shoots it to the left. pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Saying he'll throw it. Right side, it's Smith. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. He's going for a big play downfield. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Man, defenses are terrified of giving up that big play. I like the offense taking a shot down the field, showing the defense like, listen, hey, you're going to have to guard this. You better start being worried about the deep ball. Now maybe I can take some shots underneath, and it might loosen that secondary up a bit.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Out wide right, it's Jackson. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down.
And defensively on 3rd down, man, that is absolutely your goal. You want to play top down, play back. If they want to dump the ball off to the running back, so be it. But you got to tackle them, and you got to get them to the ground. And that's exactly what this defense does, and they force the 4th down.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. The Ducks moving quickly to the line.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safe.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
Right down the middle. Left side, it's Johnson. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives them a chance. He makes this offense go.
On the move. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And you could see everyone on the sideline. They're pointing the other direction. You're going the wrong way. Sometimes, listen, when you scoop the ball up and you've been twisted and you've been turned, you don't know where the ball was coming from or where you were coming from, you go the wrong direction, and that right there will be a play and a clip that will be showed over and over again, and I don't think he's going to like it.
They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up?" Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it.
Listen, there's so many athletic quarterbacks now that do the design runs. I got to make them pay. I got to physically hit him as hard as I can, as many opportunities as I get. They run the design quarterback run. Nice job being physical, forcing the fumble.
Play fake, say it. Gonna take a shot. And he went for it all on first down. Didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about.
And not surprised at all, man. You force the turnover, great field position, and you get aggressive. You try to throw the football on the first play. This is that little fringe area, man. That 30 to 50-yard line, you got a lot of space to still throw. You get your receivers open and try to make plays in the passing game.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Shows off another move and gets down to the 33-yard line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking for the edge. Doing it himself again. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Hey, you know what's really easy? It's easy to say, hey, quarterback, run out there, pitch off of that guy, and now your running back gets to go play one-on-one with somebody else. It's got to all work timing-wise, and the defense did a great job flying up, nowhere to go, make the play, make them make a quick decision, and you get the fumble and recover it in the backfield.
Caught in the backfield. It's Moore. Breaks into the open. Pass to 50. The 30. The 20. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Gets the back moving. Throwing, say it. Got his man in the middle. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Finds his big tight end. Open space at the 25. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's Sayin to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Making the adjustment on the play. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll move the wide receiver. RPO complete. Touchdown Buckeyes! And that one will give them the lead.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Sayin makes the grab right along the sideline for the 2-point conversion. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Moore to the air. Unloads it left. That's reeled in. It's Moore. Oh, he's got some space. The 30. He's at the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. Lining up for the point after and the lead. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Now, we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll go play action with Sayin. Got out of trouble and throws. Right side, it's Roberts. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Motion from the back. Say it. Oh, pressure's coming. Can't make the catch. It's incomplete, and that drop might have cost them a big play on first down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Sets his feet. It's Sayin. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Again, it's Sayin. He's going to let it go. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Well, if you've just tuned into this one and you're wondering why this team is losing, look no further than the turnovers. 3 picks, they've lost 2 fumbles, and that's been the story of this one. You're just not going to win a lot of games, guys, when you turn it over 5 times. This has been a nightmare performance for the offense.
Here's more to throw. Back's got it on the screen. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points, now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Long way to go on second down. Running inside. It's Hill. 5-yard gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll ride him again. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Fourth down, Moore. Turns it upfield. They stop it short, and now they'll get the ball back here in the 4th quarter. Offense working from the pistol. Looking for room. It's Jackson. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Play fake, Julian Sayin. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Saying to throw for it on 4th. He's not afraid to go deep. Makes the grab, ready for the 1st down. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going.
And you just wonder if this defense now is starting to feel a little bit. They're a bit on their heels after that 4th down play to keep this drive going. Someone's going to have to step up here and stop the bleeding. They're only up by 1 possession.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
Makes a catch. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the 1st without scoring. Burrowing for yardage. Touchdown, Buckeye! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Here's Julian saying to throw. Out wide right, it's Jackson. He gets it into the end zone. The 2-point try is good, and now the lead is 7. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Coming out with it, it's Davison. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Like Holly told us, this crowd is not going to fade away, and they're rising up now. More play action. Unleashes one. Right side, it's Hooks. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Looking for room, it's Davison. Got the 1st down. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. Tells the run, wants to pass. Rush right in his face. Out wide right, it's Hooks. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. The offense set for a 1st down play. Straight ahead, it's Davison. At the 45, on his way. He's loose down the left side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Oregon. You know they love their track at Oregon. And when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Uh-oh, look out. He's got the 1st down. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Whistle blows, clock stopped, and there are 2 left to play in this one. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Might as well give it to him again. Showing off the arms. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
I just don't like the play call, guys. 2 straight runs, and you're just wasting clock. At this juncture of the game, you need to score, and you got to score quickly. Running the ball is not going to get it done.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Fires to the tight end. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play?
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Throwing, say it. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
3rd and long. Defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. Now Oregon will call its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Punt is on its way. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Throwing more. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackled in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Hits inside. It's Davison. 7-yard pickup on that one. 3rd down and 3 coming. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Plows his way ahead. He's past the 30. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Keeping his eyes downfield. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. And the Ducks peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Dante Moore. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let any...
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock.
Well, the offense is trying to go bootleg play action that time, but it had no chance because the defensive end won so quickly at the line of scrimmage. He was able to get in the backfield. He smothered the quarterback so fast for a sack.
Moore to throw for it on fourth down. Looking left. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably. Maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season. And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. The longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Using his legs, it's Davison. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
How about getting that big play on the ground here in OT? Great job up front by the offensive line. This has been a long, hard-fought, physical game, but these guys look like they could play for at least another couple of quarters.
They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's fourth down. The give on fourth down. He's not going to get there. The defense was sure tackling to stop him a few yards short. First down, and they'll win it with any kind of score here in overtime. Here's Sayin to throw. Rushes on. Hit as he throws. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Under pressure. And it's a sack. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
From the gun on third down, Sayin fires to the wideout. And they pick it off. You can't give it away in overtime. And that will put a stamp on it. A game-deciding play as they seal it with a pick. Now first down here in the second overtime. Julian with the play fake. Look out! And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
It's never easy on defense being in a sudden change situation like this. On the very first snap, they take a shot. You're backed up almost in your red zone. Great job forcing an incompletion now to catch your breath, get some momentum.
Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And the defense sets the tone right off the jump. Great job executing. This is exactly why you want to play defense first and not giving up yards, forcing a long field goal.
So here it's a fake. The fake, and he wants to throw. And the pass falls incomplete on the fake field goal, and I'm not sure they'll go back to that one again. They'll run this play from the pistol. Hits the hole. It's Davison. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
Moore. Looking for the end zone. Oh, and this one's picked off. A huge overtime turnover. And the takeaway will put the finishing touches on this one. So here we go, dueling two-point conversions from this point forward. Moore will throw. Turns it upfield. They can't get it done on the two, and now they'll rely on the defense. They broke serve, now a chance to win it with a two-point conversion. Trying to punch it in. They can't get it in. Neither team can get the two, and we'll play another overtime. So here we go again, and we'll see just how deep that two-point conversion bag really is. Saying. They're stopped on the two-point try, and we are still tied. They got the stop, now to win it with a two. He'll set up to throw. Right side, it's Hooks. They can't convert. That short yardage, condensed area, nobody got the two, and we play on. And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Here's Moore to throw. They are stopped on the two-point try, and now it'll be up to the defense. After the stop, now a two-point try to win the game. Back to throw, it's Sayed. They can't get it in. Neither team can get the two, and we'll play another overtime. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime. They'll line up to go for two. They can't get it done on the two, and now they'll rely on the defense. Now this two-point conversion attempt for the win. Throwing more. They're all over it. He's got it in the end zone for the two, but will it stand? There is a flag down. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the two. Moore to the air. Oh, pressure's coming. If he runs this back, this game's over. They're stopped on the two-point try, and we are still tied. They broke serve, now a chance to win it with a two-point conversion. Say it. They can't convert. That short yardage, condensed area, nobody got the two, and we play on. And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Snap in the shotgun. Rush right in his face. They are stopped on the two-point try, and now it'll be up to the defense. They got the stop, now to win it with a two. Moore. Here comes the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They can't get it in. Neither team can get the two, and we'll play another overtime. My philosophy on going for two is only when you have to. They'll run it. Tremendous execution to get the two, and now they turn up the heat. Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. This will be the ball game. Make it and play on, miss it and lose. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Now they'll have to respond with a two of their own. Here's Julian saying to throw. They can't convert. A great stop by the defense and a game-winning one here in overtime. What a game. We had a furious fight all the way to the final ticks, and that one is going to be remembered forever.
And I think when you're the #1 team in the country, you're coming in expecting to win. You're the favorites. Everybody's talking about you. You have all the momentum.